Jackson, congratulations to joining the Orioles organization or being selected. Uh, have you always played shortstop, and would you be open to moving to another position if need be?
Um, I've been able to play on a lot of really great teams growing up, and obviously the shortstop is kind of where the best player likes to play. So every team that I've gotten to be a part of has had a lot of great players, and I've gotten really good at playing other positions. And I played a lot of second base last summer, and but shortstop is kind of my lane and what I enjoy doing.
Next up is Stan Charles with Pressbox Online.
Jackson, congratulations on being number one pick in the draft. Mike Elias alluded to the fact that going into this season, you probably weren't a consideration as the number one overall pick, but the growth in your game was so fantastic. Was that by design? I mean, did you and your dad or other coaches work on specific things that made you a better baseball player?
We just tried to grow steadily, and I was given the opportunity to kind of do online school, and I would try and take advantage of everything that I could to hopefully be in this position. And so me and my dad were able to train and work out and hit almost every single day, and it kind of grew me as a whole player. And I'm someone who likes to be good at kind of everything. I don't want to have a weakness, so trying to just grow myself as a person and as a player was something that was very important, and it worked. So I wouldn't be in this spot without my dad.
Thank you for that answer.
Yeah, thank you.
Dan Connolly with The Athletic.
Jackson, when did you know you were going to be 1-1? What does that mean to you to be 1-1? And just overall, I mean, did you think that this was a possibility?
So I kind of found out as they were saying it. So that was kind of cool. My dad didn't really tell me. He was kind of on the phone, and then he's like, "All right, you're just gonna find out." So that was really neat, and it's something that I'll probably never forget. And I didn't know it was a possibility, to be honest, going into the high school season. I just wanted to help my team win and hopefully put myself in a good position heading into today. So I'm sorry, what was the other question?
What does it mean to be? Was it important to you to be 1-1?
It was. I mean, it's hard to explain what it means. It's it's like a video game, honestly. Like every video game you play, you're the first pick. So that's kind of what it felt like, and it's something that I'll never forget, and it's a true honor.
Steve Molesky with Masson.
Jackson, let us know what the last few weeks are like for a kid in your position who's going to hear his name called early. Pressure, fun. How do you try to balance it all? What was it like for you?
It was actually really easy. Me and my family, we like to stick together. So we've been just following around my little brother while he does his thing. We've been in Jupiter and Atlanta and Sanford and Cary. So we kept busy, and it took kind of the pressure and the thought off of today. And we were in St. Louis last night, so it wasn't too bad. But today it's been a dream.
Andy Costco with the Baltimore Sun.
Hey Jackson, congrats again. How much do you remember, if anything, of being in MLB Clubhouses with your dad, and kind of how does that, I don't know, help you at all getting to this point?
I was lucky enough to kind of be born once his career started. So the last year that he played, I was 14 years old. So I remember being in the clubhouse ever since he got to St. Louis. So I feel like it's definitely an advantage, and I've gotten to see what it takes to get to the major leagues, and how players, even when they're at the top of their game, how hard they still work to maintain it. So I'd say it's definitely an advantage that I've been able to use for the good.
Just a quick reminder to everyone to please enter your full name and affiliation in the chat if you have a question. Next up is Rich Dubroff with BaltimoreBaseball.com.
Hey, Jackson, speaking of that, your father moved around a lot. not a lot, but a couple of times, and you saw some of the ups and downs. Did he talk to you about a lot of the difficulties and a lot of the pressures of what major league players go through, and what's the most important thing he told you about those?
As far as like as a kid, he never made it noticeable of how good or how bad his game was, and that's something that I've taken from him is how well he handled failure, and that's something that I want to be really really good at, and that's what you need to be good at when you're getting into this lifestyle, and just turning the page is kind of something that he has said, and finding a way to help your team win, and always playing hard is something that I take pride in, and something that he took pride in. So I'd say just being able to watch him through his career and how he handled failure is something that I take away from that.
Next up is Zach Silver with MLB.com.
Hey, Jackson, congratulations. Just where do you sort of get your competitive spirit from? I guess what kind of drives you? And now, I mean, obviously being tapped as a first overall pick, I guess, where does your kind of passion going to come from?
I feel like when you get into the life of baseball, you just have to have it internally. And I feel like it's something that I was born with, is I really enjoy competing. No matter what we're doing, we've been playing a lot of putt to kind of ease it. But my dad is very, very competitive, and anything that we kind of do, we're always competing. So obviously, I want to be the best player, and I want to honor the Orioles for selecting me, and I'm going to work as hard as I can to make it to the major leagues and have a great career for them and for their fans. So I'm very, very excited, and I'll always compete.
Nathan Ruiz, Baltimore Sun.
Hey, Jackson, you mentioned, your family sticks together, and I know all of you are kind of hubbed there in Stillwater. What's that going to be like, either, making a decision to leave family behind and figuring that out? Just what's that aspect of it going to be like for you and trying to sort through that?
I feel like I also have a kind of an advantage for that too, kind of with my dad being gone a lot and being away from him. It'll be hard. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but I'm prepared, and I feel like that I'm about as prepared as you can be to take on this lifestyle. And my parents are great, and fortunately they'll be able to visit, and I can just call them. So I'll be great.
Ronald Bloom with the Associated Press.
Hi, Jackson. Thanks. Who was your dad on the phone with from the Orioles? And can you describe the scene? So he was on the phone while you were watching on TV. And how far in advance did he know before it was announced?
I believe he was on with Scott during the draft, but he knew about 30 seconds before the pick was made. So he was kind of freaking out. It was really funny. But he said, what do we want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how to handle this. So he was excited, but it was kind of funny to watch. But yeah, so that's who he was on the phone with. And
you were at home?
We were at home, yes, sir.
And when you say Scott Boras?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just wanted to understand. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have time for a couple more questions. Next up is Rocco DeSangro with Fox 45.
Hey, Jackson, what's going on? Congratulations. Being around the game, around your dad, and just growing up and loving this sport, what have you picked up about the Orioles franchise? What have you seen from them, and how excited are you to get to work with this team?
Just kind of how historic the organization is. When my dad was playing for the Yankees, I got to go and shag BP and kind of be in the atmosphere, and it's something that I still remember, and I'm very excited to get back to that point. And they're a great organization, and they're heading in the right direction, and I'm excited to be a part of it. So I couldn't be more excited to be in the organization.
Next up is John Mioli with Maximizing Playoff Odds.
Jackson, to that note, Mike has talked a little bit about how it's a collaborative process within the organization to make a pick like this. Player development's involved, coaches and stuff. What were your interactions with maybe on a workout there, or coaches that came to see you? What did you do on those visits, and what did you like about them?
So I was in touch with the area scout for majority of the part, and he came and hung out with me while I was at practice and a little bit before, and just how good of people they were, and they were always very kind and very respectful to our family. And I was able to sit down with them right before, or not right before, about a month before, and just kind of talk with them. And they asked me some questions, and it was really neat to just kind of see how interested they were in wanting to get better. And I'm lucky to be part of the organization. They were all great people, and I'm very excited.
All right, we have time for 2 final questions. First up is Stan Charles with Pressbox Online.
Hey, Jackson, I've never had to ask somebody this high school age before. How much do analytics factor into how you grow your game?
To be honest, not that much. Me and my dad are kind of old school when it comes to that, I'd say. So we just I'd say we use hit tracks to kind of just keep track of how strong that I'm getting or have gotten. If we need to kind of work on my ball flight, kind of that, but not too much when it comes to like the, I guess, hand speed and stuff like that. But I'm looking forward to getting into some of that stuff and help utilize it to improve my game.
All right. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
And last question is from Andy Koska with the Baltimore Sun.
Hey, Jackson, just wanted to know, how do you think your uncle is going to take the news if you don't end up going to Oklahoma State?
He was very excited tonight. It was kind of cool to see. He was one of the first people that I saw after, so I think he'll be fine.